Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. So I just want to say thanks to everybody that's been subscribing and liking and sharing my videos. It's great. If you're new around here, welcome, and if you're not, smash that subscribe button. It's always helpful. And if you want to know anything more, just drop us some questions. By all means, I don't mind answering them. So today on the channel we're looking at this random game called Moon Raider. Now, it's released recently on practically every platform under the sun. It's on PC, Xbox, PlayStation, iPad, iPhone, Apple TV, pretty much everything. It's not on Stadia. Funny that. Anyway, carrying on. Moon Raider is like a really... It's like an arcade 2D side-scrolling shootery platform type game, but basically they're trying to replicate Metroidvania-esque titles, and although it's graphically very pleasing and it's very unremarkably nice to look at, so it's a nice looking game. Overall, it's a lot of fun. It's got things that are very similar to, like I say, other games out there, like other things like Mega Man and those type of things in those 2D action style platform games. And yeah, it's pretty cool. And while it's nice and colourful and it looks it's very thought out, the level design is really cool. It's the paths in each of the levels encourage you to go around and look about and explore a little and see what's going on and find extra areas to go and find bits and pieces or extra life or shields or other things, and basically you can get these little gem bits which allow you to do fast moves where you almost fly. Now, in general, it's good. It is good, but some of the downfalls for me when playing this is the controls feel very unresponsive at times. I know I'm playing here on the PlayStation 5. I have had it freeze twice, which was a bit annoying. Now that could be because they haven't had a chance to do much testing maybe on the PlayStation 5, I don't know. But I hadn't played it for long and it froze and crashed on me. Some of the music choices is just a bit bland and boring, which wasn't the greatest. And some of the design of, although the graphics of the areas and the level design looks cool, some of the character design is a little bit boring. It's like, okay, fine. But and some of the level design can get very, very difficult. And with the difficulty of the controls not being absolutely amazing, kind of makes the harder levels even harder because the controls aren't quite as responsive as I'd like them to be. Now, at heart, the game is alright. It's okay. It's playable. It's fine. If you've gone through the plethora of Metroidvania-esque style of games that are on the PS4 and on the Switch, so many on the Switch as well, you would probably find that you're quite at home with this and it's something new for you that you could try and play again. But it's difficult to recommend highly, and the game is good. It is good. One of the more unique aspects of the game is its kind of drop in, drop out local co-op mode, which unlocks after the first area. Once you finish the first area, you can play in this local co-op mode, and you get a second character. Now, the story with the second character doesn't really add anything. It's just an extra character for you to play the levels in co-op. You just can't play that first layer in co-op. The player doesn't have any form of dash ability either, but has like an infinite jump type of move instead, which can come in rather handy. The second player can join the game as the main character. If the main character loses, they can then gain the gems from that person and continue on instead. It can make it a little bit easier at times. Just like the main character, but the second character can have a gun. It has a gun and a health bar on the top right of the screen. But there's no real encouragement for you to be playing in co-op other than you can do. So it just kind of always feels a little bit like it was chucked in for the sake of it, maybe. I don't know. So yeah, I mean, like I said, it sounds pretty basic at times, but it gets the job done in the long run. It's not anything amazing. It's not anything going to be really, really stand out, but it does do what you expect it to do. Now, like I say, if you go around exploring on the levels, like you can find the hidden extras, like the extra health upgrades and the weapon upgrades, or the energy increases. There is no level select in the game at all, which is a bit of an annoyance, because like once you've managed to complete the game, you think, oh, I just want to play on level 4, or I want to play on this, that, and the other, and you can't play on any levels. You just got to go through the whole game again, which for a game of its style, you would think after you've finished it there'd just be like a level select type of area, but there isn't, so that's a bit of a shortcoming. One of the so I mean, each level, I think that is one of the biggest pros about it, is the game does look nice, and it's no secret that these retro, aesthetically pleasing pixel art designs do look awesome. Whereas they do look awesome, and obviously it's inspired from those Mega Drive, SNES, 16-bit era type of games. But it's hard for this game to shine against the fact that there's so many others out there that do it like to the 9 out of 10 type of levels, and the couple of flaws in this game with some of the controls kind of lets it down. I think that if the controls had been perfectly fine, this would have been like probably pushing really well, but because of that kind of control difficulty level that's there, it lets it down so much more than you would expect, and it makes it more frustrating than it needs to be. But the controls really do feel familiar to what other games like this would be like, and then it'll go wrong on you, or it won't work properly, and that kind of allows it to fall short for what you'd expect. I mean, I thought to myself, oh, this is going to be really good. This is really good. I'm going to really, really enjoy it. And although I did, it's just, I think there's a lot better out there. And so it's just one of these ones where it's going to go by the wayside and people are not going to realise it. The story of the game is just very mediocre. But there you go. It's fun, it's playable, it's familiar in its design and that side of things. The drop-in, drop-out local co-op mode is pretty cool. The different dozens of different level designs and pixel art. It's really, really good. It's very, like I say, aesthetically pleasing. But there's just a lot more out there that does it better, unfortunately. I mean, it's like a 6 out of 10. If you're bored of all the other ones out there and you've completed them all, by all means buy it and play it. You're going to probably enjoy it. if you can get around some of the niggles, but it's not quite there. And it's a very short game as well. I mean, it only takes about 4 hours to complete. And if you're ridiculously good at some of these games, you're going to get through it probably even quicker. One of the fun aspects of the game is it's really cute aliens and some of the bad guys' design. That's quite cool. But, yeah, I don't know. I just can't really say this is up there with some of the greats that have been out over the last, 5, 6, 7 years. It's kind of basic. And that's where we're going to leave it today. If you do want to know anything more about it, just drop some questions down below and I'll get back to you. And if you're new around here, please subscribe. And if you like this video, drop me a like and I'll catch you on the next one. Thank you very much, everybody, and goodbye.